Hey there, it's another tarot sesh for Cancer. I'm the Cannastrologer. My name is Abby, and this is another reading for June 2025. So Cancer, this is the full moon reading. Welcome back to all of my returning subscribers. For those returning to the channel, you guys know at the end of every year I do a full moon predictions reading. And then what we do is we journal all of the predictions, and then as each month that goes along with the full moons, as I do the monthly readings, which have now become the full moon readings, I will do your sign, your cards, and then we compare it to what I predicted. And it's very interesting because I haven't been wrong. So let's get into this. The song that I had on pre-shuffle for you, Cancer, it's called Cool Out, and it's by the Imagine Dragons. And I pulled up the lyrics. I love the song. I love the Imagine Dragons. Been a fan for years. Just before I go, yes, I know that I'm losing control, yeah. I want to take things slow, put my mind cruise control. I know I'm always pacing, and I blame it on the pressure I'm facing. I want to take things slow, put my mind cruise control. I'm standing on your front porch saying don't go. You're looking at me wild saying just go home. And then it goes on to say, cool out, because baby, I don't think I'm the one for you. So just cool out, because baby, I don't think I'm the one for you. So cool out. Stay high, get fresh, stay high, stay fresh, late nights, and just cool out, because baby, I don't think I'm the one for you, so cool out. So this is whether this is you or the other person, Cancer, this is someone telling the other person you need to, cool out, step back, chill out, step off. When the song first started, I actually got that somebody was like kind of being put on ice. So like being frozen out or being stopped. It's like frozen in time, or what is that? It's the Incredibles, the movie, the little Pixar, Mr. Freeze or whatever, and he freezes people. It's like somebody's being frozen, and like in some cases somebody could be being frozen like, oh, thank you, spirits. Their assets are being frozen. So like assets are being frozen. Somebody could be dealing with the court system. I'm just going to leave it at that right now. All right, what do we got for Cancer? Because somebody needs to cool out. Somebody's a hothead. Somebody, because it even said it in the song, it's like, I need to cool out. It's like, calm down. Basically saying, calm down, put your mind at cruise control. Right? Somebody needs to think about something. Make some very serious decisions moving forward. Again, whether this is you or somebody that you're dealing with, Cancer, this is what I'm channeling. What do we have for Cancer? Higher peace, power, protection, and prosperity for the greater good, so mote it be. What do we have for Cancer? We have two that popped out. One popped up and one popped down. So I'm going to read the first one that popped up first. Somebody uses the word pop, not soda. The world doesn't owe you anything. Acting like the world owes you something keeps you in a mentality of scarcity. Here's the hard truth. The universe never borrowed anything from you. All the gifts she's given you so far have been gifts. If you treat everything in your life like that, you'll be a lot happier, unless you're a dick. Then you'll just be grumpy. It's your choice, boo-boo. Mm-hmm. So I feel like for most of my Cancers that I read for, the high vibing ones, love you guys, appreciate it, love ya. I feel like you already know the world doesn't owe you anything, and you look at it, you look at things like they're blessings, and that's why you're blessed. Yes, you have your ups and your downs. Yes, we're all, we are all tested, with the trials and tribulations of life. There's just lots of them, right? But that's how we learn, because then the lessons become the blessings. Now, there's the other bunch of you that watch my channel, and this message, you come to my channel looking for inspiration and or you're spying. So take it as it resonates, right? The world doesn't owe you anything. You have no special gifts that are any better than anybody else in this world, right? Everybody has their gifts and abilities, but we're not all the same. And when you act like the world owes you something, it keeps you in the mentality of scarcity. Now, what's the funny part about this is you could be one of the wealthiest people in the world, but the way that you have obtained that money is through vindictive, manipulative, sometimes illegal tactics, right? Because you're in this mind of scarcity. Maybe it's the way that you were raised. Maybe it was the way that you were treated. It's like trauma playing out, right? So you're in this cycle of scarcity, and it's a mentality that makes you think it's always lack, lack, lack. And so you treat the world like, you have to take, because you feel like you're not going to have it or you're not going to have enough. What happens when you die? You're not going to have it at all. And whether it goes to your family, maybe after you die, your family does something stupid and they don't have it either. You don't know. So all I'm saying is, and I know that just went deep in a very kind of negative direction, but I know who I'm talking to. On the other side of things, though, guys, for the positive vibing Cancers that I know are also watching this, and I love you guys. It's your choice. And I feel like you guys understand that by choosing to be grumpy, choosing to be a dick, to other people and, take from people just because it's something that you don't have, you understand the rules of karma. All right. See? And this leads into this message here. So, the world doesn't owe you anything, boo-boo. Own your awesome, and stay humble AF. Okay. List 5 things that you love about yourself. Now list 5 ways you're just like every other human who's ever lived. Go forth, you fabulous little snowflake, and be like everyone else with your unique bad self. Did I not just say that you're no better than anybody else? But you are unique. Everybody has their own special gifts and abilities. Literally just said that with the other card, and I did not read this. So anyway, own your own awesome and stay humble AF. And I feel like for most of you, you know that about yourself. Or if this message is going to clarify that for you. You realize that about yourself. Sometimes you just have to be reminded. Let's move on. What do we have for Cancer? So for the high vibing Cancers, I feel like that song "Cool Out" is like, it's like you're the protagonist singing the song to another person, saying like, look, motherfucker, you need to cool out, right? But then the other half of you are like being sang too, like, bro, cool out. And so if you understand what I'm saying, please drop a like, smash that like button. Also, hit that subscribe button. Subscriptions, I love it. My channel is growing. I'm glowing. So underneath the deck we have number 36, third eye chakra. Somebody could be 36 years old. 3 plus 6 is 9. It is a 9 year. So this is, I feel like somebody's having like an awakening, and it's within the 9 year. So throughout this year sometime, it's like you've either already experienced it, or you're still experiencing it or going through it. But it's the third eye chakra. This is right here, this area, right? And this is like your third eye, you being open, to receiving, seeing the world in a different way, in a different view. Now, for others of you, your third eye is completely closed, and Spirit is saying that you need to research, Google, look into how to open up your third eye. That is crazy. So I also just got a message where somebody is like getting like okay, here, eyes wide shut. It's like your eyes are open, but you can't see. It's like you're blind, right? Somebody could be, and obviously this would be the negative Cancer group. But somebody is just there. It's like they're being blinded now. Yep. Okay, so I love this actually. And again, we're switching. I'm trying to focus on the high vibe here. I'm just getting lots of downloads. I knew that your reading was going to be fire today because, number one, I couldn't just sit down for it. I had to do a whole bunch of things to prepare. I don't know why. right? I was like, oh, let me do this. Oh, let me make sure I do this before I get started. Oh, let me, So we're switching to the high vibing. So third eye chakra, for the high vibing group of you, third eye chakra, you guys are eyes wide open, right? You're awake, going through an awakening, already woke, you're there. And it's because you have like passion. Also, this little burst, this little figurine, it's just a person like dancing. It reminds me of a fairy of some sort. So some of you could believe in the fae, have something to do with the fae, or you're being blessed, watched by the fae. For the low vibing cancers, you're going to be harassed by the fae. So we've got number 25. The 25th of the month could be significant for you. 2025, so there's that too. Oh, somebody could be 25 years old. It could be a lucky number. 2 plus 5 equals 7. 7 is about options, opportunity. It's about also boundaries and protecting yourself, aligning your chakras. It's like 7 chakras, right? Keeping yourself in alignment. It's about growth, building, growing, putting in the work. But it's also 7 of Swords energy. It's also about deception, mistrust. That would be the low vibing, definition. And it's all surrounding passion. So so the whole cool out with the Imagine Dragons, somebody needs to cool out because they have a whole lot of passion, and this could be sexual passion. This can also be like furious passion, like angry, like somebody who's just emotionally unbalanced, right? Somebody who cannot balance their emotions or their desires for fun, fulfillment, and joy. Okay, so then there's the others of you. This is about passion. It is about desire, fun, fulfillment, and joy, but in a positive sense, right? Place yourselves where you need to go. Take it as it resonates. Leave what doesn't. And also understand, everybody encompasses both masculine and feminine energies within them, so it's really just a matter of balance. Okay, let's get into this. I was excited about doing this reading. Like, I don't know why. All right, Cancer. Let's get into it. What do we have for Cancer, please, spirits? Higher peace, power, protection, and prosperity for the greater good. So might it be. Drop a comment in the comments. Let me know where you guys are from. Let me know what day you were born. Just the date. I don't need your year. Look what we have here, Cancer. Underneath the deck, this is the energy going into your reading. This is the King of Cups, Cancer energy. Okay? So, I could be talking to a masculine Cancer, King of Cups. Now, again, if you're a female, you could be in your masculine energy. Take it as it resonates. You could be dealing with a masculine male. Okay? Let's get into this. He can be emotional. He can be passionate because Cups, water energy, is all about emotions and feelings, right? So again, looking at the positive or the negative, if we're looking at the positive vibing Cancers, this passion is like a happy passion, right? If I'm speaking to negative vibing, lower vibrational Cancers, we're talking about, angry passion and drama and, people who are very dramatic. That's a great word. Let's get 2 more. That fell completely sideways, so I'll take it upright. Okay. We have a boss, a CEO, a head of an institution. Also, this could be somebody experiencing an awakening. Dealing with Queen of Swords. Okay, I heard keep going. Work situation. Somebody, CEO, boss, head of an institution with the Hierophant energy. 8 of Pentacles was work, mastery of something or someone. There could be a female, another person. Hierophant. And then we have Queen of Swords. Now, Queen of Swords is somebody Very wise, very experienced, very factual, very matter of fact. Let's get present energy, please, spirits. This was the past. She's somebody who, when she makes up her mind, she doesn't change it. It's her decisions are based on facts, logic, wisdom, and experiences that she's already had. So she knows. She knows. She also could be very like telepathic. And she's thinking very hard about something and staring into the future. It's like she saw something or sees something and is trying long and hard to make a decision. This was in the past. Queen of Swords can also represent legal, law, anything having to do with justice and judges and like lawyers and police. What else for present energy? 3 cards for Cancer. Thank you. Definitely dealing with that situation. It fell right on top of the first pile. Okay. Sorry if the camera shakes. I have a different setup. Okay. Present energy. Okay, so whether this is you, if this isn't you, this is the other person. We are definitely looking at a female here, so you could be female or male, it doesn't matter. But we're talking about a female here. This could be you, this could be the other person. This is, okay. This is an independent female, self-made, or can sustain herself. Good with herbs, good with animals, makes her own money, you know, dresses nice, like just, it's like that, it's the energy of independent, free loving. It's the 9 of Pentacles, right? Self-made. Then we have number 17, the Star. This is Aquarius energy, but this is also about hope and healing. This is somebody who's healed, somebody who has a lot of hope and brings inspiration to the people around them. Also, it's the star, right? So it's star energy. And this could be somebody who's like a star or in the spotlight or celebrity status or has the energy of, okay? And then we have 21, the World. So this person is like moving up in the world. This is like a celebrity. This is somebody who is very good star-like energy, right? And this is somebody who's been through something. It's closing one chapter and starting another, because that's what the world is all about. It's about transitions, cycles, right? But everything that's happening right now, like they're in their energy and they're moving from the past to the next, you know, to the next level, like ascension, right? All right, let's get 3 cards for what's coming in the future. Cancer, June 2025. Knight of Pentacles, 3 of Wands. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, so you had 6 cards that fell out, and they fell out in basically two different groups. So, underneath the deck, we, well, I'll talk about that in just a second. First, let's talk about these cards. So what we have coming in, we have 2 different scenarios, and it's so funny because I've been talking about high vibing and low vibing, right? So let me figure this out real quick. Got it. Okay. High vibing is the first set of 3 because I was talking to my high vibing first. Low vibing gets the bottom deck or the bottom stack. For my high vibing Cancers, I don't normally split the groups like this in my readings. If you watch my other readings, I don't do this. I don't know why I'm being called to do this, but here we are. Okay, so we start with the Knight of Pentacles. This is the Knight of Pentacles, oh my God, is the slowest freaking knight in the deck. Slowest knight in the deck. He takes forever to make a decision, to get there, you know, to do what he needs to do, right? But when he arrives, boy, when he arrives, he brings finance, abundance, money, coin, like wild success, right? Knight of Pentacles. And it's coming in. This is what, you have coming in. So I feel like this knight has been slowly making his way towards you, and now he's actually arriving. Now, what I like about this is then we have the Three of Wands. So you know that this was coming. This is waiting for your ships to come in. You've been waiting, So for some of you, you may have to wait just a little bit longer, right? But it's going to be close, because like threes, we're talking about 3 hours, 3 days, 3 weeks. Could be 3 months. Okay, or maybe this was something that it had taken a while, like 3 months, 3 years, or whatever, to come to fruition, right? But it's coming, it's happening, it's about to be here. I feel like for some of you, this could have been like happening over a 3-year period, and it's arriving, it's here. And then we have the Lovers. So this is like, happening, coming together, something that you're really going to love. Now, if this is like business related, because we started out with business, somebody's a master at what they do, right? I feel like if this is business related, for my high vibing Cancers, this is somebody who could be watching someone who's like really good at what they do, right? Trying to decide, are they going to come together? Are they going to come to fruition? Are we going to do something that we love? Are we going to make an offer? Is this money going to come in, right? It could be work. It could be something that you really, truly just are great at. It's like you were meant to be together for, right? Soulmate energy. And this doesn't have to be romantic, okay? It can be platonic. But you're just like really good at it. Now, for my low vibing Cancers that are sitting here spying and trying to figure out why the hell their lives are being destroyed, and or they're spying and trying to figure out how to destroy the lives of others. What I see, we've got the Six of Pentacles. Something's balancing out. Now, if you're on the low vibing karmic end of this, that means you're going to have to end up paying something in order for it to balance out. Because what I see is that there's, second card, Justice coming in. Justice is Libra energy. One person's justice is another person's karma. So again, if you're on the low vibing end of this, you're going to have to pay something in order to balance it out, and that's your karma. And it may be because of justice. It may be because of legal law, something like that. Then we have the Death card, Scorpio energy. This is death and rebirth. So this could be the death of something, someone, like an entity, a company, a person. It could be an ego. But it's completely laying something to rest, so that the rebirth part is that something new can happen. Now, what I think that new thing is whatever karma comes from this situation, that's the justice for the other person, and that's the rebirth for the other person. They get to walk away scot-free, balancing things out, maybe even with a little coin in their purse, right? Could be Scorpio. Could be dealing with Scorpio, the scorpionic energy, but death and rebirth. It's about total transformation, okay? All due to justice. All due to justice and potentially somebody's karma. Okay, so those are the two different stacks there. Let's close this out with... Close this out. Oh, not done. Sorry. Underneath the deck, this whole situation, doesn't matter if you're top or bottom, high vibing, low vibing, the underlying energy of this is all because of somebody who was shut out of something. They were tossed out in the cold, shut out, tossed out for whatever reason. Five of Pentacles. It could deal with Pentacles, money, finance. It's like they were being, somebody was trying to manipulate like a system, a person, a group of people, or something like that, to keep someone away, locked out of something. So I don't know how this plays into, positive or negative, or where you put yourself at, but that's the underlying energy. That's what it has to do with. Okay, now let's put this here. Now let's get our Divine Energy Oracle, and then we'll talk about the predictions, because we're already at 24 minutes. I know I talked a lot in this reading. It's so weird. This is a different energy today. Doesn't even feel like I've been talking for 24 minutes. Feels like I was just like starting to tell you how I had to prepare for this reading. Somebody could be in that type of energy, though, like you feel like something's coming, and so you're just like trying to get things ready. Almost, maybe for some of you, like an anxiety, but for others of you, it's like excitement, right? Underneath the deck, do something different, okay? So change the way that you've been doing things. If you're tired of the same outcome to every single relationship that you're in, with every single job that you've been part of, with every single, situation that you have to deal with on a daily, do something different, because the definition of crazy is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. All right? When you change it up, switch it up, do something different. You can still start the same, but do something different in between. That way the outcome changes, right? And for some of you, that doing something different has to be in a positive way. If you're vibing like a low vibrational, person, or in that energy, in that frequency, do something different to turn that frown upside down. Because once you pull yourself up out of that energy, your whole storyline changes, okay? And rejuvenate. Some of y'all need to go take like a break, right? This talks about, rest, relaxation, rejuvenation. It's like a spa day. All right, now I'm hearing rejuvenate your soul, right? So some of you could like be experiencing like an aura cleanse, or maybe need to have an aura cleanse. Water, Cancer, water sign, right? Go to the pool, go to the beach. The rain, if it starts raining outside, that is one of the best ways. I love the rain. Go outside in the rain and just let it rain and wash away any negative vibes, cleanse your aura, cleanse your energy, right? And rejuvenate. For others of you, you just may want to have a spa day. You might want to take a road trip, But it's do what relaxes you, do what makes you feel good. But whatever you do something different. Make a plan and do something different, okay? I feel like I have either my spirits or your spirits. Somebody, some snarky spirits, because they're like, somebody needs to like go wash their whole friggin', talking about the whole body cleanse, whole soul cleanse. Anyway, okay, Cancer. Let's talk about predictions now. The full moon is going to be on June 11th at 12:44 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. It's on a Wednesday. This is the strawberry full moon in Sagittarius. So if you have strong Sagittarius placements, this could affect you a little heavier than others. So the energy of this moon, the first card that I pulled for the predictions was the Four of Swords. That's air sign energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. And this is all about, it really is the energy of rejuvenation, to be honest with you. This it talks about relaxation and rest. It's like when somebody's mind is so like combobulated with all kinds of information or stress or fear or whatever, overwhelm of any kind. It could be positive or negative, right? It's like you have to just like, you have to cool out. Just like the song, you have to cool out, you have to relax, go take a nap, go lay down, go rejuvenate, but go do something different. Not what you usually go to relax. Like some of you could, I am the Cannastrologer, so in order to relax, some of you might, grab a joint or go hit a bong or take a dab, right? But sometimes those things, if you use it often enough, it can actually kind of do the opposite of what you're trying to, get the effect of. Like it can trigger you, it can stimulate you or overstimulate you, right? Based on what you're smoking. And if you don't know what you're smoking or using, cannabis is a medicine, right? Same with any kind of plant medicine. And if you're using it not knowing the right ways in which it works with your body, it can have adverse effects. So some of you need to cool out. Just cool out, right? So then the next card that we pulled was cultivating prosperity. Now, this is where I think most of you, doesn't matter positive or negative, vibing Cancers, I think that you guys are really good at cultivating prosperity. Many of you are like decision makers, higher ups, and or could be working with one, right? And you're good at cultivating prosperity. Now, for the low vibing ones, in the wrong ways, right? But you're still good at it, so I'm just saying. Then the next card was number 33, Flower Moon, May, Blossoming. So something significant could have happened around the full moon in May, which was the flower moon. The full moon in May was on May 12th. So there could have been a significant event or situation that could have occurred right around that time. And this would have been the energy of something that's blossoming, something that's beginning, something that's about to become abundant. Then the next card was number 12, Rose, Love. This could be a month where love is a big part of the picture. Now, for my high vibing Cancers, you guys have the Lovers card here, so that could be in the cards for you sometime in the future if it's not happening now. Roses also could be significant. The 12th could be significant, and the number 3, 333, any kind of series of threes could be significant. You could see them. Then we've got first quarter moon in Gemini. Speak your world into being. Speak it into being. Manifest it. Use your words wisely. Use your words wisely against yourself and others. The way you talk about yourself, the way you think about yourself, but also the words that you speak about others and the words that you speak about yourself. Okay, I don't know if I said that right, but you know what I'm saying. Speak your words into being, because words are magic. They are. Words create spells. Words cast spells. That's why they call it spelling. Hello. Then for the crystal message card, we have rhodochrosite. Man, I can't believe I'm over 30 minutes already. Rhodochrosite, okay? It's like a pinkish color, but there's other colors in the stone. And this is all about your inner child. So for a lot of you, especially the low vibing guys and gals, we're talking about healing your inner child. Some of you really need to do that, okay? Because the world does not owe you anything. Go heal, child. Heal your inner child. Child, heal. Please, go heal. Okay? Now, for the high vibing Cancers, inner child, this is still talking about healing your inner child. Maybe there's somebody around you that needs to heal their inner child, right? But it's understanding that, and understanding that about yourself, and doing the things that you need to do, like rejuvenation, in order to heal that inner child, right? And it's, what is it that heals that inner child? It's like doing the things that, you're passionate about, the things that make you happy, the things that you're creating. And want to create, and that'll bring in a lover situation, again, whether it's real lover or romance, or it could be something that you just end up loving, like work, career, finance, and it'll bring in a lot of abundance and prosperity too. For some of you, it could take a little longer, it could take some time, but this is something, again, that you are really gonna love. Okay, now the last but not least is I've been playing with Astro Dice since the end of last year, and it's based on the 3 main principles of astrology. And so for the month of June 2025, I rolled Pluto, Cancer, and the 3rd house. So check your chart. If you don't know your chart, I also do natal charts. Just hit me up my email, and we can work that out. Underneath the deck. Underneath the videos where you can find all the information. That's what I was thinking. But when you combine Pluto, Cancer, and the 3rd house and put those together, what it means is a unique blend of emotional insight, communicative power. Used wisely, it's a force of healing and transformation. So, when communication and emotional insight, being emotionally intelligent, and I was saying at the beginning of this reading, there's somebody who's just not emotionally intelligent. They do not know how to control their feelings, and that's the person that needs to cool the F out, right? But there's others of you that you understand this, right? And when used wisely, it's a force of healing and transformation, and that person could be healing their inner child, which allows them to move to the next level, which is wealth, which is love, which is everything else that they know that's coming, right? So I love that energy for you, okay? That's very healing. So that's where I'm going to leave you guys at, Cancer. I hope this brought you answers, clarity, and insight. If any of this did, please drop a comment in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe. Also, definitely check out the description below. I have a lot of cool new stuff that's happening right now. So I've got all of that in the description. And as you know, it's together we grow. I always love sharing this time and energy with you. Make sure to also go check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mars signs too for additional messages that could resonate with you. And I'll see you guys on the flip side. I hope you have a fantastic month of June. As you go into your birthday month, I'll see you guys later. Peace.